How come in the 30s, when we suffered a far worse economic decline, the rich were embarrassed? They were embarrassed by what they'd done. People were jumping out of buildings. It was horrendous. There was a real sense of shame by the very rich. This time around, the response by the really better off people is, give us more. We blew it. We screwed it up. We destroyed our markets. We killed Wall Street. We said we're too big to fail. Now give us more. The reaction is totally different than it was. There's no shame anymore about wealth abused.
I don't think there is any shame. Partly, Chris, I think it's because, you know, that shock to the American economy in 1929, 1930, 31, 32 was so deep and so widespread. 1 out of 4 Americans was unemployed, but you had also a sense that the entire country was directly threatened. Now, although the shock is very, very high and the economy is not growing by any appreciable amount, people do sense that somehow things are going to get a little bit better. The economy is not as threatened, and we're not all in the same boat. And I think that's the critical issue. We're no longer in the same boat. After World War II, there was enough social cohesion so that people at the very top, CEOs, people on Wall Street, did not, it was just unseemly to take huge salaries. That's gone.
I got to tell you, I'm leaning more to you and Krugman. Krugman's a bit further left, perhaps, but I lean more and more to the argument right now. Your thought on this? We need to create jobs. The government's got to stop talking about it and start creating public service jobs, public works jobs. There are whole numbers of jobs in the EDA and in public works that are available to start. Bridges. I drive over roads in Washington that are terrible. I see bridges that are rickety. We know about this. Why don't they fix them? Stuff that's real now to do. Why don't they do it, the Democrats?
Chris, we're going to have to. I think the president, if he wants to be reelected, is going to have to get behind a real jobs bill, even if he can't get it through Congress. Let him run on it. Let him say to the Republicans, what's your answer here? But it's got to be, you know, a renewed WPA, a Civilian Conservation Corps, exempting the first $20,000 of income from payroll taxes. I mean, you can go through it. There are a lot of things that can be done and should be done and have to be done to put Americans back to work.
Okay, we got to go through every one of these right-wing congressmen, starting at Boehner at the top, and say, go through their bridges, find out how many bridges are below safety code with school buses going over them. Let's go through the roads that are in lousy shape. Let's go through the sewer systems in lousy shape. In their own districts, the Democrats should be targeting this stuff now and saying, you got nothing to defend, buddy. We need the work done. Anyway, thank you, Robert Rice. That's my thought. Anyway, you're the expert. Thank you, sir, for coming on. Thanks for coming on from out there in Berkeley.